your time in the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word raptores along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. The National Basketball Association and the Toronto Raptors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any destructive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, or entering the game or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejectment and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these groups.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Chicago. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And checking out Toronto, just a few spots below there.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they're in a good spot. Looking to generate some momentum heading into the playoffs. I don't see them resting anyone. They want to finish strong.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
He just had an all-time moment breaking Wilt Chamberlain's single-season points record. Him and Wilt are still the only players in NBA history with over 4,000 points in a year. He told me he hopes to add to this record tonight. I'm betting he will, guys.
Yeah, he could add a lot to it. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with MP. And it's Giddey in at the point guard. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. From the wing, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jackson's got his third basket of the night.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
A three from Quickly, rebounded by Jackson. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Releases, and that comes off the assist by Giddey. And it's 8 points for MP. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There are great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Here's Pirtle. Following the basket by MP. Ingram passes to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Pass to Okoro. Jackson from long range. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for Toronto. Grady Dick comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Walter in for Quickly. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Isaac Okoro. Chris Dunn's checked in for White. And it's Mitchell in for Josh Giddey. Now, here's Mitchell. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Jackson misses. Raptors trail by 7. Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Dick can't get it to go. Chicago has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Jackson, that's a two-pointer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jackson's got 15 points.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Ingram with it. Nothing on the board. Dick wide open. And again, Toronto no luck. Smith outside. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's Jackson with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls. Toronto shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Ingram wide open. No good again that time.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Jackson from long range. Smith kicks to Dunn. Off target from outside. MP has been leading the charge for Chicago. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
They've got Dick. He's out there with Barnes. And it's Mobo in at center. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now, here is Smith. Still scoreless. Pass to Giddey. For the 3. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Giddey. Mitchell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. Here's Walter. 9 points last game out. Out to the wing. Barnes outside. Takes a 3. Rebound by Mitchell.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Dunn. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams deciding to change it up. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nets put on a show. He dropped 69 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Okoro comes in for Buzelis. And it's White in for Mitchell.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
And that one's good. MP.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
The 3 from MP. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Mobo. There's a good screen. The 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Off target. That was a little heat check. Raptors trail by 16. Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by White. And that one's good. Ingram.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits the table.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Ingram. The Bulls getting the bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On the wing, Jackson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. No good from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
For 3, Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall. MP left side. No good on the dribble. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. For the West, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately for this guy, Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7'4". Folks, I mentioned because skills-wise, he's kind of like a small forward.
Lots of great NBA players from France, but he has a good shot at being the best of that group. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Chicago Bulls.
They've done a really good job of...
Thank you for being with us. Now let's sit
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. MP out there with Vucevic, and it's Okoro in at the 3 slot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Barrett dishes to Ingram. Shot, high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Ingram's got his second basket.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you guys.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Chicago grabs the miss.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Second shot opportunity. Vucevic, that one falls. Vucevic has got his first points in this one.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Barnes with it, now guarded by Vucevic. Barnes, screen on White. Pass to Barnes, from deep, and the rejection by MP. The Raptors need to get a shot off on the layup.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Lets it go from deep. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Quickly looking it over. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Fifth on the list, MP.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Grady Diggs checked in for Quickly. And Chicago also making a switch. Booz Ellis has checked in. Jackson finds Giddey. Takes the 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Barnes up top. Can they get it? Rebounded by Jackson. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Barrett the pass to Dick. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Out to Barrett. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. 36 seconds left in the third. Ingram against White, and that one's good. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Raptors shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And here is Ingram. 6 points for him. Over in the corner, Barnes. And the rejection by Jackson.
Substitution on the court.
And here's quickly for three. MV has been leading the charge for the Bulls. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Bill.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job defensively. We've eliminated second shots, which is great, okay? Keep that going.
Playing solid defense, taking care of the backboard. And great.
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
MP's checked in for the Bulls. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Mobo in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. The 3 from MP. Drills it from outside. MP's got 53.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Dick. A good-looking shot from the wing. Dick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
And MP throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Pass to Mobo. Here's Barrett. Here's Murray Boyle. Lock at 6. Done against Barrett. Overdone. Rebound by the Bulls. MP's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Dunn finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Dick. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Jackson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Launches a 3 and got it. Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Onside, Barrett. Quickly, that's for 2. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Stolen by Jackson. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Inside. Dunn kicks to MP. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
To the middle. Here's MP.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a massive